Again, make sure you're in manual mode. Al, you are my first car in line, so you'll be my first driver to do a run. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and launch. Don't be afraid to get some good power in a straight line here, grabbing second gear. Just going to stay second gear here through the whole course, keeping it tight to the right. Now going to start looking left to this next corner. Give it some acceleration in a straight line here. Let it run all the way down. Remember to carry a little bit of light brakes through these corners, help balance the car. A little acceleration set up on the right side as you approach the chicane. There you go, last corner coming up. Nice job there, Al. That is a 38.37 for your first run. Good job. As you give you a little bit of advice, coming to the finish line there, you can leave it full throttle till the nose of your car gets to the braking tones. Then you want to slow down. That'll give you a little bit of extra time on the board. And Mark, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin. Looking right all the way through, keeping it tight to right on the exit. Now starting to scan to the left side. Alex, you can go ahead and roll it. There you go. Give me some acceleration in a straight line here. There you go. A little bit of light brake entering the next corner. Looking to the right side all the way through here. You're going to hold it tight right on exit. Give it some throttle. And then here comes the chicane. Looking right for this final corner. 37.03 there, Mark. Nice job on your first run. And then, Alex, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin. Looking to the right side, all the way through, you're going to keep it tight right on exit. So you get a little bit of throttle here. Now looking left. Squeeze throttle on exit here, roll it all the way down. And carry a little bit of brake into the corner. There you go. Throttle on exit here, roll it in. Looking to the right side, final corner. Accelerate to the line. 38.75 for your first run there, Alex. Nice job. Steve, whenever you're ready, go ahead. Keeping it tight right on exit here. Looking good so far. Looking left now. Patience. Squeeze throttle on exit here. Got a long straightaway. So keeping it tight right again. Here comes the chicane. Good speed through there. Looking right for your final corner. 34.38 there, Steve. Good job on that first run. And Paul, whenever you're ready, go ahead. You're keeping your eyes out the right side here. You're going to set up on the far right side, looking left for the next corner. A little bit of patience. You can squeeze it down on exit. Give it a nice straightaway run here. Starting to look right now. Squeeze throttle on exit here. Here comes the chicane. And looking right for this final corner. 43.06 there, Paul. Nice job on that first run. You can join the back of the line. And then Pete, whenever you're ready. Making sure we grab second gear at those orange cones, starting to look out your left side next. Remember, you don't want to enter on the inside of the corner, you want to enter on the outside of the corner. Try to set yourself up with plenty of room here. In the straightest line possible, all the way through here. Remember, start wide, tighten it up towards the end. Accelerate on exit. Here comes the chicane. Looking right side here. 34.75 there, Peter. I like the aggression behind the wheel, but you're early apexing almost every corner. You gotta get wider out on the entry and then tighten it up on the back end of the corner so you can get a much straighter, faster drive off the corner. But good job on that first run. Okay, drivers, nice job on that first run. I know that was kind of our sight lap there, trying to get out there and just figure out what the course feels like. Where should I brake? Where should I shift? Where should I accelerate? And now that we have an idea of what to do around the track, let's try to optimize it. So, always want to get full throttle in a straight line. Any chance you get to get full throttle, get it down, even if it's for a microsecond. So roll throttle 100% off the corners. Straight, and then remember, you can use that light brake pressure as you enter the corner to help keep weight on the nose of the car and help you balance the car through the corner. So don't be afraid to charge into the corner a little bit, get a little bit of firm on the brake pressure there, and then smooth release off to carry balance. Works the same way on the track as it does out here. Whenever you're ready, Al, second run, let's see it. Yep, there we go, grabbing second gear, looking right. Remember, wide approaches to the corner, don't enter early. Be patient on throttle, let it turn, now squeeze it in. There we go. Here comes the chicane again, liking the aggression so far, squeeze it in. Alright, Al, so that's going to be a 36.75, which is about 1.6 seconds faster than your first run. However, you did knock over 2 cones throughout that run. So you got one over in the back end of the course, and then one on the final corner, just turned in a little bit too early. But other than that, pretty solid job. I like the aggression, just try to turn it into some consistency. Alright, Mark, whenever you're ready, let's see it. So remember, guys, don't turn in early. You be patient on your steering. Remember to enter wide, tighten up to the inside by the exit of the corner, then roll throttle. There you go, looking good now. Here comes the chicane. Remember, be patient on your turn-ins here. Looking right. Alright, so Mark, you gained about 1.8 seconds there, but again, we did hit a couple cones during that run. We're just not quite keeping it within that range. We got one in the chicane over there. So again, I like the aggression, but try to leave a little bit of extra room towards these cones here. Alright, Alex, whenever you're ready. Nice wide approach to the corner, looking good, staying tight right, looking left. Again, patience on throttle, let the car turn, now squeeze it in. A little bit of oversteer is okay, but understeer is an autocrosser's worst nightmare. Really try to be patient on that throttle input. .22 there, Alex. That is going to be about 2.5 seconds faster than your first run. Awesome job there, sir. And then Steve, whenever you're ready, let's see it. Keeping it tight right on exit here. Use a little bit of that track. There you go. Patience on the throttle, let it turn, squeeze it in. Looking good there, scanning right for this last corner. 33.84 there, Steve. That's going to be about 0.6 of a second faster. Or sorry, about a half second faster than your first run. And then Paul, whenever you're ready, let's see it. There you go. Good jump up along that time, Paul. Patience on throttle. Let it turn. Back to throttle now. A little bit of brake entering this next corner. Throttling up on exit here, keep it down. A little bit of brake entering this next chicane. Looking for this chicane next, now looking to the right side for the final corner. Alright, 38.41. 38.41 is going to be about 4.6 seconds better than your first run. Really good improvement there. Pete, whenever you're ready, let's see it. Just going to leave it in second gear here, Pete. Leave it in second gear. Looking left all the way through and accelerate on exit. Remember to keep your eyes where you want to go. Don't look at the edges of the track. Look at where you want to place the car. Chicane coming up here next. Patience on throttle. Smoothing the inputs on the wheel out. Looking right for the final corner. Alright, nice job there, Pete. Go ahead and come to a stop right there for me, sir. Go ahead and come to a stop right there. Alright, that was a 35.00 there for you, Pete, but obviously we did get that last cone. Alright, drivers, again, good job on that second round. Let's try to keep it more within the lines on this run next. Try to really get that maximum speed as you can out of the corners and into the corners as well, using that proper balance. Let's go ahead and just roll right into it. Al, whenever you're ready. Remember to be patient on throttle. Gotta slowly squeeze throttle in through the corners. You can't just whomp on it. Remember to balance here. Final corner. 35.10. That is going to be about a second, or 1.6 seconds better than your second run, and no cones hit. Great job. Mark, whenever you're ready. Looking really good on this run here, Mark. Last corner coming up. Alright, nice job, Mark. That is going to be about 0.8 of a second faster than your second run, and again, no cones hit. Awesome job. Alex, whenever you're ready, let's see it. Really good run right here. Bring it to the line. 36.16, that's your fastest run by 0.1 of a second. Nice little improvement there. Steve, whenever you're ready, let's see it. Looking good so far. Quick chicane coming up. Just remember to use the balance here. 33.53, your best run by about 0.3 of a second. Nice little improvement there, Steve. And then Paul, whenever you're ready, let's see it. Remember to get it rotating up, throttle in. Good. .44, that's your best run by 0.2 of a second. Awesome, awesome improvements there, Paul. And then Pete, whenever you're ready.
2 seconds.
Yep, looking left here now, Pete. A little bit of patience on throttle, letting it turn, squeeze it in. Alright, Pete, 34.34, that is your best run by about 0.4 of a second. However, you're really aggressive on the hands. You're really losing a lot of time on the straightaways getting sideways like that. I know it's probably fun, but if we can be a little smoother on the steering wheel input and a little smoother on the acceleration, you're going to be in a lot better shape. But overall, good job, good improvements. Alright, drivers, let's go ahead and press stop recording on all of our PDR screens.